luncheon that we do every year so that we have opportunity to hear from our local educators on what's going on in all of our education systems, starting with the college. Lonnie Roberts will be there sharing with us what's going on at Coastal Pines Technical College. And then we'll have our Wayne County School Systems Superintendent, Dr. Sean Kelly. He will be there sharing. So we're excited to hear from him.
And when's this going to be again?
It's going to be at Pine Forest Country Club. Next Tuesday, what is that? The 20th.
Okay, next Tuesday, 20th. And if folks want to go, do they need to make a reservation?
That's right. We are still taking reservations for that event. Just call us at the chamber or email us. You can actually register online as well. 427-2028. Just give us a call and we'll get you registered. We do have several seats available still for that event. That is also an event where we recognize our high school Page Star Student and Star Teacher winners. So that'll be the first time that's that they're announced. We know who those winners are right now, but they are sealed in an envelope. So we will announce them on Tuesday. So I just want to encourage everybody to come out and hear what's going on with our state of education. The only other thing we've really got going on next week is a cookout that we're having for our elected officials. We have sent out some invites to those our locally elected officials and, of course, our media and everyone, our board members and that kind of thing. But we're hosting that at the farmers market next Thursday. So we always try to get those folks together and just a time to network and talk and
will security
share.
be there? Just kidding.
And share ideas. And I know. So if any of our locally elected officials have not responded to our email or have not for some reason gotten our invite, please join us next Thursday. That is April the 22nd at 6 p.m. at the farmers market. Lots more coming up in the weeks ahead. Everything we have going on is on our events calendar on our chamber website at waynechamber.com. Please take a look at that. We're still planning for Taste of Wayne June the 3rd. We're taking donations for that for our auctions. So just a lot of things going on. We do have our post-legislative luncheon scheduled for May. So we've got several things coming up.
Lots going on with the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, we're excited.
Okay. Yep. And once again, Kara talks about the event coming up tomorrow.
Our membership appreciation lunch. Again, that is at the chamber office from 11 to 1.
11 to 1 tomorrow on Friday.
Yes.
Okay. Tent set up outside, so folks won't be stuck in a room together, having to look at masks, and stuff like that.
That's right.
You'll be outside and enjoy your networking tomorrow there in the membership appreciation luncheon. So drop in. You can just drop in anytime between 11 and 1 at the chamber tomorrow. Network, have a great lunch, and just enjoy yourself.
That's right.
All right. Bob, anything else for Dina Kara this morning from the Chamber of Commerce?
Might want to miss the event again this morning.
Yes, again this morning we've got our coffee cart exchange. It starts at 8:30. That will be at First Baptist Church in Jessup in their fellowship hall. It's a time of fellowship, networking, that sort of thing. We'll probably have some good breakfast. And so that's from 8:30 to 9:30 this morning.
Okay. I know that y'all got to get on there because it starts in 20 minutes. So,
right.
Dina, Kara, y'all have a great day.
Thank you, too.
All right. WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. We got another guest coming here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. Stay tuned.
Hello, this is your Congressman Buddy Carter. I've always said we can endure anything as long as we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Thankfully, the light at the end of the tunnel for the coronavirus pandemic is here. With the help and support of the federal government through Operation Warp Speed, safe and effective COVID-19 vaccines were brought to market in less than a year. I'm so confident in the safety and effectiveness of these vaccines that I participated in a clinical trial for the vaccine myself. But we can only defeat this virus if we continue to work together by wearing a mask, washing our hands, social distancing, and receiving the vaccine when it's your turn. America has been tested time and time again, yet we always come out on the other end stronger. I have no doubt that this pandemic will be no different. We will beat this virus, and we will be stronger together because of it. For information about the COVID-19 vaccine, contact your local Board of Health or visit buddycarter.house.gov/coronavirus. This message was paid for by official funds authorized by the U.S. House of Representatives. Stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
11 minutes after 8 o'clock, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. World famous Butch and Bob Show here for this Thursday morning. Bob, who do we have now?
Well, the tourism director in Miss Heather Altman.
Good morning.
Heather, good morning.
So the big event this weekend has been canceled?
Yes,
I did not know that.
80% chance of rain. We can't take that chance of having
can't
35
take the
plus.
canoe down the river?
You can, but if
Okay.
you get a lightning storm come up on us, and I got
lightning is the only
35
thing.
plus on the river or paddling,
that's not
that's going to be
good.
a worry. That's going
And
to be
then
a
if it
frightful
rains a
thing.
lot, those kayaks and cute canoes will just fill up with water.
Then I've got to worry
Then they'll
about
be
getting everybody
sinking.
out. That's
So
right.
no
I did
river
not
run.
want
No river run
that
Saturday.
worry. So
When's it gonna be?
We have rescheduled that. We got with everybody yesterday and kind of did some brainstorming when we seen that we had 80 to 90% chance to rain with thunderstorms. So we rescheduled it for May 1st. That's going to be, we think the river will be a little bit lower by then. It'll be perfect, possibly a perfect river. So we're going to shoot for first weekend in May 1st.
Okay.
So
2
we're
weeks away.
excited that everything else will stay the same. We'll launch from Upper County Landing and paddle down to JC. If you're not a fluent paddler and do not want to push
So-
yourself that far, you can come out the halfway point.
It's 11 miles from Upper County Landing to Pig Farm Landing. Is that right?
No, from 11 miles, it's 16 total. So
Yeah.
you're getting
I
right
just didn't
at.
realize it was 11 miles
It
between the
is.
two.
It's when you get to Pig Farm, you're like, oh my gosh, I still got to go to JC.
Yeah.
Really, when you're on the water, it doesn't seem that far driving, but on water because of all the bends and things.
Yeah,
that
all
come
the
through, it's
turns,
like,
the bends, and all that kind of good
Yes,
stuff.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, at least the river runs pretty quickly, so folks are just not just easing along. They're moving pretty good without even having to paddle a whole bunch.
9 foot, you move pretty good.
Yep.
If we get down to 6, then you got to do a lot of paddling. Your arms kind of sore the next day. You don't want to lift them too much, and you're like, oh, I've been slacking here and got a little bit of soreness. But it's a great paddle. It's always very peaceful, very
Did you
beautiful
have
this
a lot
time of
of
the
people
year.
registered already?
I had about 15. So that we've made contact with them yesterday online. I just wanted to make, appreciate the opportunity to come in this morning when you called me last night to be here because it's a great opportunity for those that are local. Local, always wait till the day of and show up. So I wanted to kind of get that out and let everybody know, hey, look at your calendar again. Let's go for May 1st if possible.
Okay, good.
So,
All right.
so that's what we. So I appreciate you calling me and let me get on here for that. But I want to go on and talk to you guys a little bit about the fair. We're excited.
Okay, the Wayne County Tourism Board, now runs the fair. Okay, folks, the JCs are no longer in existence here in Wayne County. Y'all have been involved in the fair once a year prior to this, but now it's the Wayne County Fair.
That's
held
correct.
at the JC Fairgrounds.
That is correct. We're really excited to be up and moving and going and getting things back to a little bit of normalcy. But we're we're gonna have the fair the 27th through May 1st and
Next week,
and we offered Tuesday night, to be a discounted rate. Well, we have decided after our board sit down and talk, there's a lot of frontline workers, a lot of people that's gone through a lot in the past year with the pandemic. So we're going to offer family night Tuesday night. So anybody that wants to come Tuesday night will get the $8 price versus the $10 price.
Okay, so $8, and of course that includes the rides.
That includes the rides. That
you
is
don't have
correct.
to sit there and buy extra tickets or anything for the rides. You paid that $8 for the Tuesday night, $10 for the other nights, and you get the ride. That's a deal.
Yes,
that
it
is
a
deal.
It is. So Tuesday night might be our pack night, but we're going to do that. And we're going to offer that to our community and hope that everybody brings their kids out. We're following all guidelines. You can't require anybody to wear a mask. Since the governor's passed, you cannot make nobody wear it. We're going to encourage it. We're going to have hand washing stations throughout the fairgrounds so people can stop and wash their hands on a regular basis. We're going to have hand sanitizers at some of the most popular rides so that people can, try to kill some germs if they want, need to or feel that they need to. And we're just going to try to make this as great as opportunity for this community as it is going to be for us. Hope everybody does come out and join that with us. We think it's, time to try to get back to a little bit of normal and hope that everybody, just is safe and takes the opportunity to use those things while they're there.
Wayne County Fair beginning next Tuesday.
That's correct.
Out of the fairgrounds.
And we're, of course, with our contract with our fair, Paradise Amusements that we're using this year, which are the same people that we've used for previous years. The guidelines for them is that we cannot sell candy apples caramel apples, popcorn, funnel cakes, ice cream, et cetera, et cetera. So we are taking.
Say what?
Yes, we can't sell those, but because the fair has the right to sell those. So we are taking vendors. I have a list. I met with one of my board members this past week, matter of fact, on Tuesday, and went over the fairgrounds. We're working with a building that, we'll try to make work. To host some vendors. So if you're a vendor,
why can't the fair sell food?
They can. We can't.
You
We
can't.
can't sell these items. We can't sell funnel cakes,
You
candy
can't sell the
apples.
stuff you normally get at a fair.
No, yes, they
So
will be
y'all gonna
selling
come a
that.
little different,
They will sell that.
like sushi and things of that sort, right?
Well, I mean, if somebody wants to come out and make sushi, then that's up to them. I'm thinking more like Mr. Brantley's boiled peanuts. I've
I
got
know.
somebody that called me that wants to do some, sell some tacos, and that sold with the JCs in the past. So we're just offering that. If you just have a business that you want to promote and come out there and get a big appearance from the community, then come do it.
Okay, the local food vendors, are they going to be set up along the fairway, or are they going to be inside?
Some
the
have
building?
requested inside and some's requested outside.
Okay.
So
All right.
it'll be, whatever I can work out for them.
Okay.
When the fair people come in, we'll meet with them and see how their setup and layout's going to go, what area we'll have available, and go from there. So,
All
but
right.
we are accepting vendors for the fair if you're interested in promoting your business or.
So it's more than just food. If you just want to promote your
Yes.
business, you can have a
Yes.
booth there at the fair.
That's correct too.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So again, that is going to be starting April 27th on that Tuesday night through May 1st, ending that Saturday night. If you have any questions, our office is open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. You can reach us at 427-3233 or visit us online at waynetourism.com.
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 Besides the ride, any entertainment lined up? For the fair?
No, we didn't do any entertainment. This is our first year, really working with it. And it was like so quick when he called and we were like, okay, and met and threw it together real quick for this year when he got the clearance to be able to come into our communities and do this.
Okay,
So
good.
it was a really quick thing. So October, we're going to be doing it in April, in October. So maybe then, fall. We'll have more time to kind of see if we want to get some entertainment out there and some different local entertainment and kids karate groups or something like that. New to the Board of Tourism this year, I'm proud to announce, of course, as you guys can see,
Brand new.
a new fishing tournament.
Well, we already got two.
I know.
You're adding
It's
a
just-
third?
They're adding another one.
Another fishing tournament.
This is a different class of tournament. It's more of the payout $750. I think that's a good payout to fish. But it is just a complete bass tournament. It's going to be like a pond bass tournament.
So
I do
this
a lot.
is not river, this is
This
ponds.
is ponds.
Ponds. Okay.
Any pond you have permission to fish in.
That's right.
So
Or ones you can get away with.
Right. Excuse me. Will Murphy is the bass fisherman on our board, along with a lot of people in this community that's been burning up our phones. And we added this years ago to the Grand Slam. We added a bass category.
Right.
But bass fishermen are their own fishermen. When you put it in with an event that's fishing for mudfish and gar and this, that, and the other, it kind of isn't a bass tournament anymore. So,
Plus you're talking about ponds and not rivers. So.
right. So they've decided to do this and see, just something for fun for the locals. I think I'll draw a lot of out-of-town people, too, with it because there's so many bass fishing clubs around here that fish our river and around. So we spread the word a little bit, hoping that we'll get a good turnout for it for the first one. But it is going to be on May 15th. And what we're going to do with this, we're going to have Wheels the Bass Fisher Show. I'm going to try to figure this out, make sure I'm doing it right. And if not, he'll probably call in or send you a text and tell me I'm wrong. But we're doing a first place payout for each weigh-in hour. We're doing a second place payout for each weigh-in hour. And then an overall big bass payout. And what that means is there's going to be, you start fishing at daylight that morning, and you can fish till 9 a.m. and bring in 2 fish for total weight. Then you can bring in, at 11 o'clock, you can bring in 2 fish for total weight. And then at 1 o'clock, you can bring in 2 fish for total weight. And then the final weigh-in will be at 3 o'clock with 2 fish. So basically, it's like every couple of hours, you can win the big fish payout for that. But wherever you're fishing, you're going to have to get in your vehicle and bring me that bass alive to the fairgrounds.
You're going to catch it?
Strategy.
Go in and then go back again?
It's a strategy.
It's a strategy?
Yeah, you can hold it
Uh-huh.
and wait and bring it and say, okay, I can probably better chance of winning this way in time versus that way in time. It's all about a strategy.
It's just figuring
in
it out.
luck. Fishing
It's
is
luck.
luck.
And where's the weigh-ins going to be?
The weigh-in's going to be at JC Fairgrounds,
At
where
JC
where we have all our
where
weigh-ins
you have
and
the,
all our
the river
events.
fishing, but this is pond fishing,
That's
right?
correct.
This is
They
pond
can fish
fishing.
the river if they want
can
to.
fish the
Yes,
river for
yes.
bass.
They can fish anywhere they have permission to fish.
Okay.
So they have permission to fish the river anytime. So
Yeah, it's a
it
public-
could be up to them where they fish. So it's new. Of course, the rules are online. Everything is online for this. So if
Bass. It doesn't matter if it's largemouth, smallmouth, whatever kind of bass it is.
Big
they're all in
Wayne
competition.
County Big Bass Jam.
Okay, big bass jam. A
Big Bass Jam. Yes,
All right,
sir.
I like that Wayne County Big Bass Jam.
And that again is going to be May 15th. We're excited. Like Bob said, we actually get to sit at some ball games and enjoy some baseball. We're getting out to get back to normal. Tourism is moving on forward. We're starting to plan Day for Wayne. So it's exciting to see our community back
Can
in
I
the flow
see
of
that
things.
circular right there you have in
Yes.
your hand there?
Sure.
I appreciate that. Big bass. Pond bass. See, it says pond bass.
Yes.
That's the reason why I asked you, but you said river too.
Yes, they can.
But it says pond.
I know.
So which one is it?
Well, you can fish anywhere you have permission to fish.
Okay.
As far as
Even
I
though it's called a pond
I
bass
haven't been told
tournament.
they can't fish the Omaha River. So if they can, I'll come back on closer to date and we'll correct them then.
It says pond
But
right there.
it does say pond, but they didn't say they couldn't
You know how
fish
much
the river.
bigger the bass are in the river than they are in ponds?
But you know me, I'm always promoting that river.
Huh?
If I can get somebody down to fish on the river, I'm going to say come
Yeah,
fish on
but
that
the
river.
bass in the
That's
river
my
are
job.
so much bigger than they are in ponds. That's a whole different fishing techniques there.
Hey, I have been on the river on a Saturday playing with the kids,
Right.
and have seen a bass tournament and seen some of those bass.
I
I
know,
couldn't
they're
drag
big
my
on the river.
son
What I'm saying is
away
they're
from
bigger
the
in the
tournament
river
to
than
get
they
back
are
on
in
the
the ponds.
boat because he was so just like, oh my gosh, Mama, did you see that bass?
Yeah.
So
That's what I'm saying. The bass in the river are
but
normally
there is
bigger
a
in the
lot of ponds around this county
I
that
know
people
there
will
are.
let you bass fish in, but they'll tell you got to put that bass back because you can pull out an 11-pound bass out of a pond and be
That's
like,
true.
So
That's true. Okay,
So
well, I just
it-
wondered,
there's-
it just
there's
says pond. It
competition
don't
every
say-
way.
It doesn't say bass fishing tournament. It says pond bass tournament. So I'm just reading once here,
yes,
Heather. Trying to
Thank
give you a hard time too.
I know it's all right. I can handle it.
You sure can. You're handling it real well. Trying to get you all flustered. Can't get you
Right.
flustered for nothing. But it's a $750 payout, $100 for first place for each weigh-in hour, $50 for second place for each weigh-in hour, and $150 payout for overall big bass of the event. Whoever has the biggest bass.
Yes,
Not
sir.
basses. Not
Bass.
all of them added together,
Nope.
but just the one, okay? For more information, contact the Wayne County Board of Tourism, 427-3233.
That's it.
427-3233.
May
or Wayne-
15th.
WayneTourism.com. That's great.
So that's
Whole new
new.
bass tournament. It's the Pond Maybe River Bass Tournament, okay?
Yes.
All right.
Well, you got time. Tell us about the caboose. We talked about the caboose yesterday.
Yes,
Yeah, tell us
Magic's
about that
Place.
caboose.
Magic's Place is
Why
very
is it called
exciting.
Magic's Place? Tell
Well,
us.
I
Is
need
it
my
Magic's?
historian here to tell you that because that is. Let me see if I can get a text because she might text you or she might text me.
Yeah, who, Janet?
Yes.
Yeah, Janet Royal. Why is it called Magis? Magis?
It basically the
Is that
lady
it?
that brought
Maggies or Magis?
Magic's Place.
Magis Place is the big red caboose.
The
is what
one
it's
that
called.
worked so hard to get the caboose here back in, I think it was 89,
been a
90.
while.
Yeah, it was 92. It was already there when I moved back here in 92 and bought the
So
station.
I'm thinking
yeah.
it was in 89
Okay.
that she worked real hard to get it back here. And of course, from the stories I've heard, Boykins come to the call of duty and brought the crane in and lifted up and set it on the tracks. And she was the original, what we call founder of the caboose.
Who?
Well, come on, Janet.
Janet Royal, text us right now at
So
912-427-3711.
we've basically put off open house for the caboose because of the pandemic and cleaning and people being in there. So
It
we
used to be
just
a- used to be a tourism board place there.
it was my office.
That's what I thought. That's what I told
forever.
Bush.
And,
That's where I
you
used to
know-
go because you used to go down and get the flyers.
Get
and
all
all
those
that.
Yes, get
flyers,
all the
yeah.
information and get the
That's what it
flyers
used to
from me,
be.
and
Right.
it did
That's what I
well.
thought.
Of course, before that, it was Miss Bobby's caboose, and she ran it from 1 to 5, and she had kids come through in schools and things like that. And then when we moved in after that, it was my office. It was my office during the whole construction of the train depot. And when I left there and moved in from a little caboose to a big depot, I was just like, oh my gosh, a lot of
Look at all the
space.
room, yeah.
Look at all this room.
Got the name there.
But it's sat there, I still have people call, can I come through the caboose? And I'm like, what's the empty building? Because I moved everything out. And so Janet and I had made a couple trips to Folkestone and looked at a couple of their rail fam things that they had over there and their overnight housings and cabooses. And I said, Janet, we can do this. And so with her help and the Board of Tourism agreeing to take this project on, we have turned it into an overnight stay cabin. And guys, I walk in that place and go, oh my gosh.
Somebody sent us a picture yesterday of one end of it where the chairs are. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful, and I can't wait. We can't wait to show it off. We're working at possibly, this is coming to May now. I try to keep my events monthly apart. So we're looking at possibly mid-May of doing an open house and having it on a Friday and a Saturday with our big open house sign and our balloons, so people can come walk through and see what we have done. But I walk in that place and I was like, this is bigger than what it was when I was in here, but it's not.
No, it just looks like it's got that white walls. It looks
well,
bigger
it had
than
white walls. I just think it's the way. It's not an office. It's not just a walk-through office. There's chairs and there's tables and there's bunk beds and there's a bed and there's sinks and there's coffee. I mean, it's an ideal hotel on wheels on the tracks.
When was it kind of done, remodeled, and when did it open up?
This past summer. It's been an ongoing project. We've had lots of workers in there, different city guys, different flooring people, painters, and we've had different people working and doing things in there. We had to have the roof sealed and things. So it's been ongoing. It wasn't just like we said, okay, let's take $30,000 and put in the caboose and hire a contractor. It's been, like I said, we had inmate laborers painting. We've had different things, people helping. So it's been a slow process. But we will say completion probably was March, April. Completion, like furniture, everything complete.
Last year?
No, this past year.
This past?
Yes, yeah. So, this past last year.
Okay.
So, and then, you're having we had put a new hot water heater in it, the air and the air system. So we'll say, about that time.
Running water, bathroom, the whole thing?
Bathroom, showers,
all right.
everything.
She texted in. It's Madge Sewell Bellinger.
Sure. There we
Remember
go.
the Sewell House, okay? Madge Sewell Bellinger, Wayne Beautification Committee.
Yes.
Is responsible for doing that.
And that's who we basically named it after. And like I said, anytime if you're in town and you want to see it prior to that, we don't mind letting you walk in and just kind of view it. I have not listed it yet. I've got people that's calling that has already come. It was a rail fan thing. Not many people want to stay in a place where the train is blaring every hour. I mean, you think you can't sleep.
You got to be
You got to love trains to do that.
Yep.
And so a lot of people that's been coming in and doing our train watching at our platforms has come over and said, oh, when you're going to open that up, and when you put that on Trains magazines and Railfan magazines, you're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to be looking for 2 or 3 more. And I'm sitting there going, huh? So I'm excited. And we might. You never know.
Have you rented it out yet?
I have not. I have
So
not
no
completely.
one has stayed there
I've
yet?
got a renter May 7th. So
$125 a night, right?
$125 a night.
That's what someone texted in
Yes,
yesterday. $125 a night. You get to stay there from what, 3 to 11 or something like that?
No,
or
10 to 3. 10 in the morning. You check in at 10 o'clock prior to.
10
and check
o'clock
out
to 3 o'clock the next afternoon. So way more than a hotel room.
Right.
10 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock tomorrow the next afternoon.
That's
you
correct.
can stay there in the big red caboose.
Yes.
Madge's place.
Yes. And if it goes good, I've already been shopping. I've already been looking for
Looking for
another
what?
another caboose.
Another caboose?
Yeah, and I found one. I just can't say anything about it yet. And
You just did.
And Mr. Deal's probably gonna be like, no,
You just did.
no, I haven't told you where it's at.
No, you haven't. Well, it's
So-
not there yet.
No, but I want it. I'm already planning, thinking that this is gonna be possible. There's room for one more over there, isn't there? Don't
I'm
you
sure
think?
there is. There's always
I
room
think
for
so,
another
too.
caboose.
You know me. I'm not fishing for a new
How do they move
project,
those
but I
things?
am
Put 'em up
fishing
on a
for a
big-
new project.
Do they put them up on a big flatbed and bring them, and then Boykin has to get there and pick them up with a big
I'm
crane and set it
hoping
down?
that they bring it down the tracks.
Oh, that would be great. That'd be
Yeah,
the
it's
perfect way of
ideal
doing it,
just
yeah.
to bring it down the track and then, go see Mr. Boykin and maybe have it set, ready to go.
Yeah, have to
get some
rails
help.
there
We've got a good
already.
working relationship with CSX, so maybe they'll put my cross ties and my tracks down. So all Boykin has to do is lift it up and put it on there.
Yeah.
Glad
That
somebody
great
has-
working
glad
relationship.
Somebody has been. Did you get them to clean up all that mess on
No,
chairs?
well, I mean, think about it though. They gave us the property to build the platform on, and
did.
they
I mean,
come
that
today
means-
for
hey,
Wayne, and
they didn't have to clean it up, so they gave it to us.
And-
See,
yeah, well, they
it
gave
was
it
a
to the
workout that
city,
we don't have to
so-
clean it up.
There's
Here,
some
you can have the
things,
land.
and I think that's a still ongoing project. I know it is an eyesore. I've talked many a times about trying to have that cleaned up. And when you're in Waycross, they've got Waycross in those big boxwoods. I'd love to landscape that piece of property and put Jessup in boxwood, so when Amtrak comes in, that's the first thing they see instead of cross ties in their workstation. But I mean, we have to pick and choose our battles, and hopefully we can still get something done with that. Maybe it's not too far off. I always think about that piece of property.
Kaiser says he's working on it, so
Yeah.
we wish him well.
So get on it.
Okay.
So-
Well, sounds good. Lots going on with the Wayne County Tourism Board.
There is, and it's exciting.
And remember now, tell us about what's going on this Saturday that's been moved. Go ahead.
This Saturday, the Ottamaha River Run, we canceled it due to bad weather conditions. We have rescheduled it for May 1st. So if your calendar is open and you want to paddle with us on May 1st, you got the opportunity to paddle 11 miles or 16 miles. We ask that you give us a call. You can register online. We've already got everything updated and ready for change. So that's going to be May 1st. Wayne County Fair kicks off April the 27th through May 1st.
That's next Tuesday.
That's next
week?
Tuesday
Okay.
through Saturday. Family night's going to be Tuesday night, $8 price. Anybody and everybody can get in for $8 versus Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday being $10 rate. Rides are included. We ask that you come with your mask and wear your mask if you will. We'll have hand washing stations and hand sanitizers there, but bring the kids out, get some fresh air, eat a candy apple, support our local vendors, and have a good time. And then, of course, our bass pond tournament / river tournament. It's going to be on May 15th.
You better check on that.
May 15th. All that information is online also. So if you have any questions, check us out at waynetourism.com or give me a call at my office at 427-3233.
All right.
And y'all have a blessed day.
Heather, we enjoyed having you in here this morning and keeping us
Thank you. I
updated on
enjoyed
what's
y'all.
going on with the tourism board, and come in anytime you want, okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right, take care. Bob, anything else? All right. World famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by O'Quinn & Associates, Country Financial, Murphy Builder Supply, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, and First Southern Bank. WIFO FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country, 105.5 on your FM dial.